I hate Asians. I'm a hate for a. I hate Asian. I hate Asians. I hate Johnny Dane. I don't eat Chinese food. Only time I ever wanted some Chinese food was at a bathhouse. Some Chinese slave. I wouldn't dare. Yeah. I hate Chinese people. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about China, man. I hate Chinese people. I think Chinese stores should be robbed. I think Chinese women should be brutally by big, well-hung black men.
All right, shall I keep playing?
That hate Chinese women. China Mac. I think Chinese babies should be nigga and used as alligator bait.
I don't care how many times you hear it. That is wild, but let's keep playing.
I think Chinese babies should be killed and sodomized and used as alligator bait.
So I looked into this guy. This guy, I've actually watched like 2-3 interviews after seeing some of this stuff. I'm like, what am I watching? And surprisingly enough, on a lot of aspects, he's quite insightful and he's well read. In watching some of that stuff, I guess the analogy that this guy was trying to make when talks about alligator bait or alligator whatever,
what they used to do that.
was what they used to do to slaves back in the day. Okay, and so he was making similes to that kind of stuff. Now, even when you take into that whole context, this is some wild shit they say on the internet about any group. And I notice black folks will defend this kind of stuff because they have a very like us versus them mentality, which to be fair, if anyone's being honest, it's like minority communities don't really get along that well in the States. No. Like people are like, whoa, it's like, if you know these groups in America, like they just don't like each other.
No, very segregated.
Especially depending on what city you're in, it can be even more amplified to the point where you can't even walk into certain areas if you're a different color. So what do I think? I mean, what is there to really think about something like this? This man's talking about sodomizing children. It's on camera. Oh, it's a troll. Listen, y'all can't do this whole like I'm a comedian thing when there's like no punchline. Where's the fucking setup? Can anyone tell me? Oh, it's a character. Sure it is. It's hard for me to say it's a character when you come to find out that motherfucker's done some similar shit behind closed doors. That's the problem. That's the problem. When he admits to certain crimes, sometimes he's being serious and other times it's just a joke. It's like, what am I listening to?
You can't be a joke all the time.
Oh, that's what rappers try to do. Yeah. Oh, it's art. Meanwhile, you snitch on who the body was, when you did it, where you did it, and the police find it. Why would they think it's a joke? You get me?
That's self-snitching again.
Beyond even just it's self-snitching, it's like we need to stop pretending like some of these people who are saying this stuff online are all doing these under the guise of jokes. Or all doing these under the guise of whatever. It's like I said, if they got them skeletons behind closed doors, sometimes it's okay to look a little bit deeper and say them words is not just jokes. And it didn't sound like a joke to me. I don't even know how anybody can look at this stuff and say this is humorous. Talking about he wants children to be sodomized. Think about that. Don't think about it too long. But think about it. Honestly, like just take a second. Irrespective of whatever history there is or whatever, think about grown men today wishing on children.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. It's just when you like, there's a certain element of like self-preservation and wanting to defend. But I can understand. You're talking about sodomizing children.
It's like, what are you trying to say in that joke? Like, when you do a joke, there's an actual process of doing a joke. It's not just saying stuff and wild stuff in order to have a reaction.
No.
That's not what a joke is. There is a process. There's a way to do a joke. There is a recipe to do that joke. Okay? Setup, premise, punch. There's some key word. There's no setup, there's no premise, there's no punch. You're just saying sentences.
Yep.
There's a difference between saying sentences and doing actual comedy. A lot of people out there, it's not everybody that make people laugh that are comedians. Okay? Some of y'all are clowns. And I don't even know what the hell that is that's going to make you laugh about this. There's no setup, there's no premise, there's no punch. Yes, you can laugh about everything, but there's a way to do it. Yeah, people do hide themselves behind the whole thing about, it's a joke.
It's a character.
It's a prank.
It's a character. Turns out the thing he was joking about is the very thing he did.
You're being very wild right now. Even the prank thing. Yo, it's a prank, bro. Why are you mad? It's a prank. Like, I'm not supposed to be mad at pranks. It's the same thing.
I'll be honest with you. I don't hear white folks online say half as crazy shit about black folks or any other group that this man has said about Asian
They can't.
folks. I have never heard. I've heard some foul stuff from race. I've never heard anything even similar to that. Sodomizing fucking children. How long do you want to go back in the past to be able to justify the fucked up shit you're saying and doing today?
What I see in that video is that all that was said because he hates one dude that happens to be of Asian descent. Okay? I question you. Whenever you want to go at somebody, but you're going to go into foul shit like that has nothing to do with what the hell that person said, I'm like, nah, you're not the one. There's so many things that you could have said about what he did and what you don't like about what he did, but you're going to insult the whole thing. It's like I remember back in the days when I was in elementary school or high school, and then you started arguing with a white person, and the minute they didn't have anything to say, well, came out really quick.
You know what kills me? Like, a lot of people are caping and, like, defending this dude or whatever he says. Yeah. Meanwhile, they had a lot to say about just Pearly things and, like, the minimal stuff that she did. Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't with what she did.
No.
But it's not even comparable. If Pearl had said half as many things about black folks as this dude said about Asians, they would lose their goddamn fucking minds.
They lost their goddamn fucking minds over an eighth of what he said.
Yeah, so this is the thing with me with people. It's like, you guys are willing to defend black men who do the most disgusting and say the most foul things because they're directed at other groups. Okay. Well, don't expect a lot of sympathy from people when it comes to any of your plight or any of your issues. If you just want to blindly defend each other, you're going to lose a lot of folks. You're going to get deplatformed. You're going to lose these things. And of course, like, no other group, literally nobody else of any shade, of any color, can be created on this platform and say the things he said. So if he loses, don't be like, oh my God, the system, the matrix. No, stupid, that's you. I know maybe he doesn't care. Like, there's a lot of people who can make a living and do well off, like, he doesn't care, that's fine. I just don't want to hear nobody crying to me afterwards and complaining about, like, this is unfair treatment. I'm like, no, you had this shit coming. I'm kind of glad you gone because this is some stupid shit you saying.
He's gotten away with rape, so what? Wouldn't you like to do it? They say they calling you a rapist. So? Yeah, so what? So what? Who gives a damn? I only rape white women. So what? I got away with rape. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. Not one motherfucking bit. Will I rape again? I don't know. Some hoes like to be raped.
I don't know. I think sometimes black people especially do an extreme poor job of choosing people that they want to defend in terms of their behavior.
Yeah.
You know? Because then it's like, oh, he was such a good person. Motherfucker murdered 10 people. Oh, he's such a good person. Proud of admitting. Oh, what did R. Kelly do? Free R. Kelly. It's like, what? Like, they'll just defend anybody who does some of the most foul shit. It's just like, yo, get rid of the trash. These people are hurting your neighbors, hurting the people in your communities, hurting the image of the communities, and y'all want to go out of your way to make this shit worse by defending those people. It's like, I don't know. They did some fucked up shit, send them to jail, whether it's white people or whatever. They talking about doing what to children? Bruh. What are we even arguing about?
Yeah.